Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with some more freshly picked Tingles, Rosy Rupeeland. Today, well, yeah, it's a dungeon. Of course there's going to be a gate. Grrr. Only those who pay may pass. This is a premium dungeon, don't you know? Rupees! Rupees! In this case, 8,000. But that's okay, because if memory serves, this dungeon works hard and pays hard, so I think we'll be fine. That will do. And hopefully we will never have to pay another gate like this ever again for the rest of forever, but no promises. So yes, Desma's Labyrinth, we're here for real now. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Look, we have 4 of them, and there's room for 1 more, so presumably this is the last one. Now, I don't remember... Well, I could say I don't remember anything about this dungeon. How many times can I say that? So, I remember it being very uppy-downy. I feel like it's very much a game of 2 halves. It's kind of a hot mess, and we have balls. So, Tingle, play with some balls. I don't know how this works. Like, there's a couple of doors. There's a door. There's a trap door, which isn't a trap. It's just a regular door. It's a horizontal door. If you think about it, everything's horizontal depending on your point of view. See, that was supposed to sound profound and it just didn't, but like, doors are just walls that you can turn off. So, like, you know, put that in your pipe and suck it. Because you suck pipes now. Suck the duck pipe, otherwise known as the clarinet. So, we have balls on things. That's open that. What are any of the things, and how do we open, like, do we need to... I feel like we collect 4 balls, and that's how we progress here. We need plenty of balls, but for now we have pot and balls. Like, the dungeon's immediately rewarding us for, hey, you spent a fuck ton of rupees just to open the door. Have a sandwich, and by a sandwich I mean, like, several hundred rupees. Are you farting, sir? Is that what's going on? Probably not. I saw some white fluffy clouds emerging from your backside and immediately assumed the worst. And now you've abandoned me because I made reference to the fart noise. Well, this is a fine mess we're in. Oh, and you're just going to pop into existence, are you? Well, happy Donut Day. I say that, I think today's actually a national holiday in Sweden, but I don't care. Now, I have misgivings. I was right to have misgivings. We have spadoidals. Clearly that's their canonical name. Can we have a 4th Tingle chance? No, but we can get free money. Well, it's not free money because we just had to punch some spiders in the face and suffer accordingly. But hey, what was that? 220 rupees? A hand statue? We will probably never use them. But, you know, the option is there. Oh! Cubes. They sure do exist. Okay, that's a shortcut back to the main shaft. And there's nothing else here. So we have cubes. We have fire. We have water. I'm connecting the dots. I've connected the dots. We have moisture. We have blocks. So let's wet the blocks and also be stunned in the process because I walked a little bit too closely to the block. So I vaguely remember this okay, thank you. Specifically for the reason that these blocks remind me of the stacky enemy things from one of the Mario and Luigi games, and I forget which one. But as you can see, they have patterns on them, and currently the blocks on their various things don't correspond to what they're standing on. So, Tumblr, could I just get you to do... Okay, you just get in the way, that's fine. In fact, there's one thing that I want to try, because I think if I stop being passive and go somewhere else, I want to whistle you, basically. Yes, we can get Tingle to push with his ass, if you just believe in the power of the whistle. You know, see the power of the science. Now, if memory serves, these blocks aren't on a timer, because imagine how much it would suck if you were pushing this block along, and then suddenly, caught fire, you're dead. I mean, it'd be worse to do in real life, but you know. Now, what would be satisfying is if these blocks, like, sank down into position. You know, like Lego almost, but no, they just sit on their respective pedestals. And I believe that also opens this way, so we can cut. We can cut. We can duck out if we want to, if we need to, if we feel like it. We also have a barrel of water, a barrel of wet laughs. Tingle, with your scary eyes, what is your damage? We may as well load up, because the funny thing is, even though this is a fire dungeon, it seems to have something of a boner for water puzzles. Well, fire and water puzzles. And you know what? Props for the creativity. We use 3 bottles in here, might as well recharge to 3 bottles. If push comes to shove, we can come back here and get more. I seem to recall that there's more than just... Oh! Oh, I see. Just... Okay, just stand there and take 200, 4, 6, 1,000 rupees of damage to the face. Whatever. It's not even worth worrying about. Oh, I see. So, now we have a room where the floor dies, and presumably, if we fall down, we would probably have to go through that previous, like, chamber of fire and death again, and everything will be multiply sad. Now, is there a difference in spelling between multiply, as in pertaining to multiple occasions, and multiply, where you make thing multiply? There's a crack there, and I have a nitro bomb, but I feel like the game's going to take pity on us. Like, there's a thing I remember sticking out in my head because it seems so out of place. Yeah, now, you might think that we have just this puddle of dirty water here, and you might be right to think that, but as we did in the Deku Temple, we bottle our dirty water, except, yeah, free bombs. Like, you thought 100 rupees on the pirate ship was a steal? Well, now we can just get them for us free. And, unfortunately, I'm fairly sure this is a limited thing, so, you know, stock up. Push comes to shove, we can sell them, because for some reason there's a big market for explosives. I'm still holding onto that nitro bomb just in case. But I'd rather, you know, it's going to give us a load of free ones, so we may as well use what we've got to get what we want and blow up the damn wall. Damn with a silent B at the end. Blow up the damp wall. Damp, dank. This cave is none of those things. It's warm and humid and sweltering, or so I would imagine. Yeah, there we go. We're out of explosive fluids. Does beg the question, if that's an explosive fluid, why is the, like, air humidity and pressure and heat and convection not making it just blow up on the spot? I can only worry. Right. Tingle bomb. Blow open the wall. Mr. Sandman, bring me a boom. Can we climb inside? Nope, we need to come back with a small friend. So be it. Well, we've blown open the wall, and that'll stay blown open. Also, I accidentally let some spittle get onto my pop filter, so, microphones, they're a fun thing to work with. So, what do we have to deal with next? More of this! Good! Well, at least the, at least those statues announced their intentions to spit. Unlike me, I had no warning whatsoever. Just gonna rub up against this meteor and be no worse for wear, somehow. Why are there meteors inside a volcano? Molten rock, balls of fire, and a volcano? They don't go together at all. They're not semantically appropriate. If Father Christmas was an English teacher, Samantha Claus? No? Okay, then. Button. I pressed a button. Do I have to stay on the button? I do need to stay on the button. Well, luckily, we have a giant-ass orb. We have an ass orb, like, shove 2 of those into your underwear and make it look like you're at least 5 Cs of thick. That was a very strange mental stroll I just went on, and I'm not going to apologize for bringing you with me on it. So, what's popping in this seclusion, then? That there was also a ladder that we need to experience. Okay. Oh, we need to do this anyway. Well, so much the better. I thought maybe I was doing a super secret happy bonus time. But no. Instead, we have verticality. Is there treasure here? Will there be screams of pain? Okay, there's several blocks of fudge and or toast. And some money. But we can't go any further that way. What's popping down here? What's pop, lock, and dropping that attitude with you? More friends. And a meatball. Friends and a meatball. Oh. Okay. hi, I'd like to fight you, but I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to explode instead, if that's okay. Cool. Thanks, meatball friend. I love you. I will invite you to your own wedding. What? That reminds me, they've How did you respawn? You died, Well, fine. Blow up again, see if I care. But your eyes glow green, and that's synonymous with rupee power. Fine. I will punch you with my clown. I'll punch you in the clown with my clown. But yes, I was going to say, they've started showing series or season 2 of The Good Place on TV over here in the UK. For it's been so long since they showed series 1. It's such a good series. And I'm probably going to watch episode 2 tomorrow because the father's currently in Spain for business reasons. So, we'll have to wait so we can all watch it. Just, Cheaty, I knew you weren't soup, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, what's up here? Because we needed an extra ball, but there was one in that previous room, so oh! Luckily, we have a tall-ass bodyguard who will occasionally just not do as we desire of him. Tingle is standing back, watching the clown booty at work. So, what's our prize for bringing a tall boy? Tolboi. J.R.R. Tallboy. Jolkeen, Rolkeen, Rolkeen, Tolkien. Dragon fry. Okay. Is it edible? Is it eat? With an extra E at the end. E-A-T-E. Is it eat? It's funny. I really expected this dungeon to be kind of tedious, because I remember it being a fairly lengthy situation. And, what with all the uppy-downy shenanigans, but really, it's actually not that bad, and vaguely reminds me of the volcano levels in Wario Land the Shake Dimension. I'm not sure why. Well, the volcano aesthetic probably helps, not to mention we're playing with meatballs like we did in Wario, for anyone who watched that series. Is there anything else clocking around here? No, but I guess that was the room with the fudge boys. That sounds like a euphemism. Should I I'm not going to apologize because it's not a euphemism, it just sounds like one. Anyway, we have an extra ball. This is, okay, I know where we are. I tried to pass through those posts before, but they were impassable. Impossible. Because, there's a game show in the UK called Impossible, and I went to the auditions to be on it, a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, and they didn't have me, and everything was sad. Not only did they not have me, but, literally at the last possible second, they phoned me saying, so, hey, would you be willing to come up to Glasgow to film the series? And I'm like, yeah, cool, we'll get back to you. And then they never got back to me. BBC, why are you like this? Anyway, pop you in position. Oh, we get to finally examinate down there. So presumably, did you literal chuckle fuck, did you get stuck on the pillar peg post poop pants? That was just a sequence with an R of words beginning with P. And surprisingly, it's only been about half an episode. So as I said, you'd think this dungeon would be worse than it is, because we went through several floors just to get this far, and I kept procrastinating coming here. Not deliberately. If I could have done all that procrastinating before the Insect Cavern, then I happily would. But this actually hasn't been so bad so far. So what's down here? A piece of toast, and by that I mean a treasured chest. It's an off-brand treasure chest. It's a treasured chest. 208,000. That'd be a very misleading way of saying 2,800. So I shouldn't say it. Oh wait, I already did. So now we head into a lower level. We're underground where all of the hotness is. There's more water, but more importantly, there's these friends. And also those things. And, it's another use water on fire puzzle. I believe if you do this to the, you'd think this is a temporary thing, but I think you can freeze them permanently? I'm hoping that's the case anyway, because as it is, I could miss completely, that's cool too. Well, whatever. This is the way to go, because I think that if that made a bridge, it wouldn't connect to anything. You're a friend. You're only a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. You're never home because you play in a band. I don't know if I understand that you're only a friend of a lava pit. They look so agonized when they're... Well, I suppose if you were a pure elemental and someone turned you into a block of chocolate, you would probably not be a fantastic face either. Your face would stop being fantastic. Hello, everyone. Anyone who's watching this video automatically has a fantastic face, and you should be proud of that face. You've got a face. Ding. What are you gonna do with that face? Okay. That missed. Well, whatever. We're heading to the left anyway. I don't even know where I'm going. Just hoping for the best with these friends of lava friends. Is it not possible to hit 2 at once? I have sad pelvises. I have multiple pelvises, and they are all sad, I assure you. Right, what poppeth over here? We have found a puzzle. We have found a bridge. I was going to call it a staircase. That's not quite right, so we can't cross that. We'll need to get, like, one of the bridge people in here. Like Trent Bridgman. No relation to the pelvic thrusters. Just Trent Bridgman. No relation to Trent from Even the Ocean, for that matter. Which reminds me, this has got nothing to do with anything, but, the guys who have made Anodyne and Even the Ocean, they released the Anodyne soundtrack on a cassette tape, and, like, is that just gonna be a thing now? Like, I'm not complaining, because it is a good soundtrack, but, like, so people have this really hipster, like, boner for vinyl, and, like, does that mean that cassette tapes are gonna be the next boner hipster thing? You know, bone a hipster. Now, I would have thought we should use this thing to plug that chundle there, but actually, we need to completely miss. We need to run up 4-3, throw that in there, because what we have is coal, and we're stoking a fire, as opposed to a Feuerwehrmann, which I think is just German for fireman or firefighter. So, I would say that's a really cute name for it, like, you know, he's a firefight man, but that's literally what we call them in English as well. Oh, dearie Easter, because I'm tired of saying dearie Christmas. Oh! Why did that not do me any damage? It just made me make a weird Broadway noise. Why a Broadway noise? Because of Night's Journey of Dreams, where I just randomly shouted Broadway that one time, because I'm lol so random, except there was actually a reason for it. And as you can tell by the number of torches, we need 4 pieces of coal, because fire can count now. This is gonna be a 2-episode deal, isn't it? Well, I don't know why I'm complaining, because otherwise that would mean fighting a boss instead of... Then again, I feel like the boss of this dungeon is actually really easy, and watch me have to eat my own words when I say that. Now, just looking at the map, I'm worried about those other routes. What if there's treasure there? I want to check everything, even though I could fail, because that's completely how that song goes. Well, we have more water, so just trundle around, hope we don't get got by the anything. You suffer. So what's going on over here? There's a fiery boy, a fiery poop. He's on fire. He's attempting a hot bad touch. Okay, that was a miscalculation. And the other one. I mean, we could kill it and try to obtain money, but why do that when you can just get hit by a rock for a wide and flat Audi? There is... Ah, there's another friend. I was going to say there's nothing here, but there appears to be more. But wait, there's more. How, by the way, like, I know I was giving the bomb fluid a hard time, but why is there just natural pools of... Well, even, they look artificial wells of... You can't! Artificial wells of water down here. Like, how is it not evaporated because of, like, volcanic convection currents and heat and evaporationment? I was going to say, you can't, as in, you can't avoid my wet wrath, but it almost sounded like I was calling him something else beginning with C. But no, I'm saying you cannot. You are not capable of hiding from my liquid wrath, or wrath, or... There you go. Why am I on fire? Sad times. This was so not worth it, but you can never be too safe. Also, how are we walking over these creatures' mouths and not falling into them or being hurt by their teeth or whatever? It's that bridge in the Deku Forest all over again. Hoi, mehoi menoi. I don't know what that's from. I feel like that's a SpongeBob thing, but I couldn't confirm. Anyway, further down into the underwear, because this dungeon is underwear now, what shall we find if we wander over this fudge-like contraption? And by contraption, I mean flooring. How have I just been ad-libbing for, like, 20-something minutes, by the way? Why do y'all listen to me? Volcanic ramblings. Right. We have a sign. Beware of death.
Cannon! From above! Push it! Ha! Push it real good!
Also, sign. Did you just say to me it's hard to read? Also, I know how this works because I remember a thing, but can I dig this? No. Sad. So you see this cannon, it's got little red boopus on it. Well, if we push it over here, the red boopus turns into a green boopus and it goes ding and we can go poo into the sky. Yes, poo into the sky. That's absolutely correct. Well, since we have another wet pool and we've taken care of most, if not all, of the bad boys, bad boy, I can only trick you once, etc., may as well stock up on wetness. We may need it. We may need it in the nearest of futures. Which just reminds me of that time that someone, I want to say it was on Reddit, and I cannot confirm or deny, it might have been Yahoo Answers. Someone misspelled facial features as fecal futures, and just no further comments. Anyway, we have another spinning hot lad. Spinning hot lad. No further comments. It's just the cave of the spinning hot lads. In fact, if I'm remembering the boss correctly, that's surprisingly accurate. Just, not all hot lads were born equal. Clownman, please do not oppose me. Like, that's a point. Why isn't there, like, a cross between sumo and tug of war, but instead of tugging, they're pushing? So, like, you get two sumo wrestlers on either side, like, one on either side of this, like, block, and they just push it back and forth, and instead of being the first sumo wrestler out of the ring, it's the first person to get the block out of the ring, or something. I have invented a sport, which is impressive because I do not enjoy sports whatsoever. So, we're coming up on time, because that's a logical thing to say and have happen. So how much more of this place is there? Well, there's a ladder, so I guess I'll call it here. I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. In the next episode, we'll see what lies at the bottom of this ladder that probably doesn't have a transition screen, unlike in the Deku Temple. See you then for that.